Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for Angels, Glory to God by Phil Wickham. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel, give this video a like, comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do just that by clicking the three dots next to the like button, and you can go from there, and I really appreciate it. If you'd like to check out my book called How to Save Catholic Schools, well, it is available on Amazon right now. You can also check out my Spreadshop link for some merch that may be available to you if you opine, as well as my newsletter. There is a link for that as well. And if you click on that and subscribe, you can get my top 8 tuning tips for free. All right, grab your acoustic guitar, and you don't need a capo today, and let's get started. All right, like I said, you don't need a capo. We are going to be playing in the key of A to match the original key, which is, of course, A. And here are the following chords you need to know. A, D, E, F sharp minor. There might be an A over C sharp here and there, but you could still play A if you really want to, because the bass player should be covering that for you. Now, there might be a few times throughout the song where I'll play some special riffs, and there is one part past the halfway point that I actually do that, but I'm going to go and take a deep dive after I play through it. So if you don't know how to play those chords like A, E, D, F sharp minor, please go ahead and reference those. You can look those up on your own time, but I'll show you how I play F sharp. You can play it one of two ways. You could play the entire bar chord version with the second fret entirely pressed down with your index finger, and the ring finger and pinky are covering the A and D strings of the fourth fret. But you don't really hear that sort of sound when you're listening to the recording. So I kind of hear more of an open sound, and you could also just play it this way with just the bottom few strings, but it just doesn't give enough oomph to that chord. So what I like to do is put the ring finger and pinky back on the fourth fret, A and D strings, and then the index finger is covering the G string second fret. I'm not going to strum the low E for this, so I'm blunting it with my thumb. And that sounds kind of too open at first glance, but when you're playing it with A, E, and D, it definitely helps transition a few of those chords. If I play the entire bar chord version, here it is. Just sounds a little deep, and it's more of a preference at that point. You have a lot of other instruments that are in that track that are helping the sound shape what it is. So it's up to you on what chord you like to use, but I would defer to this one because it's nicer to switch between this to E or D or A compared to the bar chord version. All right, so stick with me. We're going to play through the song, and I'll call out the chords for you. I'll put them on screen, and of course, we'll go and take a deep dive into some of the other specifics of the song right after the playthrough. So get ready. Here we go. A. F sharp minor, E, D, F sharp minor, D, A, E, A, D, E, A. F sharp minor, E, D, F sharp minor, D, A, E, A, D, E, F sharp minor, D, A, E, A, break, F sharp minor, D, A, E, A, D, E, A, F sharp minor, D, A, E, 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 A. Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. I'm going to start off with backpedaling. I hope you're okay with that. But when I played the song just now for you, I switched up some of the ways I played F sharp minor, and I threw in some bar chord versions of that chord. And I'll be honest, I liked it. It still sounded okay. So if you're comfortable with playing the barred version, the full F sharp, be my guest. It's totally fine. It sounds okay to me, especially when you have that strumming pattern. So let's start with that. Let's take a deep dive with the strumming pattern. Now, not every part of the song is going to strum like this, obviously, but most of it is. So let's start with the chorus. It might seem like a lot, but I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. And even slower. And try it as slow as possible, because trying to tell you the down and the up motions of my right hand, it's very difficult for me. I'm kind of doing it from the heart here, so bear with me. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Now, there might be a ghost down strum in there somewhere that I missed. I apologize for that, but it's very difficult for me to say that and do that at the same time. So when you're doing that at a higher BPM, obviously, it's a little bit more difficult to say that when you're going that fast. So slowing it down, making sure that you're not just in tempo, but you're really in beat and together playing with the band that you're in. So if you're on a worship team and playing this in a full band, make sure that you're in sync with your drummer, because he's going to guide you on how to play that song, at least in the rhythm sense. Now let's talk about that special verse 3, Come to Bethlehem and See. I'm starting halfway through after I play at the A chord for a while, starting with octaves. If you're unfamiliar with that, the easiest way to play an octave on the guitar is, well, playing the D string 2nd fret and the low E, or the D string 2nd fret again and the high E. It's the same note, but it's just 1 octave difference. So if I take that same concept and put it up into the middle of the fretboard, I can do that same thing with the A string on the 7th fret and the G string on the 9th fret. That is actually an octave. Now if I slide that up 2 more frets, now I'm on 9 and 11, this is technically an F sharp octave. Now I'm going to switch it up, and I could honestly go all the way to 12 and 14, but if your guitar doesn't have a cutaway, you're not in the best of shape. So I like to do it this way. Put your pinky on the 10th fret B string, and then the index finger drops down to the D string 7th fret, and this is an A octave. Move it down to 9 and 6, and and that's G sharp. I'm going to go down one more. There's F sharp again. Now I could go F sharp here on the 9 and the 11, but I could do it here as well. Just a different timbre of sound. So the whole thing, 7 and 9 on the A and G strings. Slide up 2, B string, D string, backwards 1, backwards 2 more, and back home. And that's the second half of verse 3. It's just kind of cool, and I believe the keys cover that as well, or the electric guitar. It's just something fun to play, and if you have the skill set, and I know you do, go ahead and try that because it's just fun. It kind of ups your skill and ups your game when it comes to playing instead of just playing chords in the first 5 frets. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future, and if you'd like to check out my book called How to Save Catholic Schools, well, you can. It's on Amazon right now. You could also check out my spread shop, which has a few merch items you might be interested in. You can support me that way as well. You could also check out my newsletter. It's also available with a free download if you subscribe. And trust me, I will not spam your email. In fact, I haven't sent an email in a few months. That's how busy I have been. So at least at this time in the year 2024, I know it's going to date the video, but it is what it is, you guys. It's just a busy season of my life. And hey, that's good for you. So you get a freebie and you won't be pestered through your email from me. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great week. God bless.